Okay, so I'm going live. I think I'm going live. I'm not really sure. I've got to check my stream and see if I'm live. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so I'm live. I'm doing my makeup. I'm graduating from my um, Citizens Academy tonight. I really don't, I hate to say this. I've gone 10 weeks. I really don't want to go tonight. There's been a lot of ones last week. It's been a really bad week. So I'm doing my makeup, I'm doing my hair. I'm going to do everything I can to get this makeup finished so I can go tonight, but I'm not going to stay long. But I was watching like Nancy Grace and all of them talk about Brian Landry and Gabby Petito, and I talked about this a little yesterday on Haps. No, I didn't talk about it on Haps at all yesterday because my cousin died yesterday. Like I said, this week has been really outlandishly crazy. I'll tell you, this week isn't crazy. So I went on Twitter Live, and I did my thoughts and feelings on the Brian Landry and Gabby Petito situation. And I'm not a body language expert. I'm not someone that knows all that. But there's certain things I picked up on in the beginning of whenever and I'm not sick, guys. I wear a mask all day, my day, and this is what I sound like from wearing a mask one day for 4 hours. So, just let you know, this is what I sound like. I noticed when the police officers pulled him over, immediately Gabby went into a rolled position with her body. She tried to make herself smaller, and she automatically started taking blame. Now, a woman that is proud of herself and the aggressor in a relationship is not going to take a stance. And as I said on Twitter yesterday, like I said, I'm an expert. I have had I worked as a CNA for a long time, and I had actual experience with domestic violence, older people with domestic violence, and it's generally old women that are aggressive with men, not older men that are aggressive with women. It's generally the other way around. Now, you'll see that. You'll see if they're violent with when they're younger, they will continue to be violent with when they're older. So if they're having DV, and I'm going to say DV instead of using domestic violence throughout this whole thing because, YouTube can take your videos. I really don't care because my channel's not doing it anyway. But if you're in a DV situation, the entire span of your marriage, you will continue to adult age into elder age, but sometimes you will see a dynamic switch where the spouse gets sick and the spouse that had been assaulted their whole life will become the aggressor. Now that's few and far between because normally that spouse has been beaten down so much that they become so beaten down they don't. But it has happened, and I have seen that happen, and our family members have said she was beaten on for years and years and years, and now that Dad's sick, we can't stop her, from doing X, Y, and Z. I'm not saying like they're in the, like he's a bedbound patient and she pops him or whatever, but like, he'll grab her, she'll smack his hand away, or she'll, defend herself as an elder adult. Before he was the aggressor, he wasn't able to defend herself. So, as an elder adult, she was able to defend herself. That's what it's about. In this situation, what I saw in the car with Gabby and Brian, Gabby's not the aggressor. Gabby wasn't the aggressor in that situation. Gabby immediately brought herself down. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when the officer walked around to the car and she rolled down her feet, she started crying. She took the role. And guys, I'm telling you, a woman that is the aggressor will be alpha. And I know this because I've been around enough women that have been the aggressor in relationships. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you, I've seen enough women that have beat on their husbands and boyfriends have that I'm the alpha, don't offer me, Matter of fact, I'll give you an example. I didn't realize this, but I always knew something was off about the eye doctor I worked for. He just seemed meek, right? He was very meek, very kind. But he wrote these trashy novels. And when I say trashy, they were very explicit novels. It was a totally different side of him, but he was very meek and very mild-mannered. But his wife, very alpha, very alpha. And so I thought that they together. What I didn't know is that she would embarrass him at the dinner table. And say things of their sex life and stuff at the dinner table. In mixed company. And I'd be willing to bet that she may have abused him at some point. Now, verbally abusing and physically abuse is the same, in my opinion, is the same. Okay? Now, what Gabby let us see, what Brian and Gabby let us see on, drop in the bucket, right? Because we only get to see what they want us to see. When she said he doesn't believe in me, she completely falls apart. A woman that believes in herself is not going to say he doesn't believe in me. A woman that's the aggressor would say, this is my dreams, these are my hopes, these are my thoughts. And police officers that accused her of being the aggressor needs to go back to class for domestic violence. Sorry, not sorry. But even me being on the outside, Gabby took the blame because, and the officer said she had marks on her face and on her throat. Or on her face. She had marks on her face where he hit her. And she said, he hit me, he punched me. He told you. She told you he punched her. So, you see what I'm saying? And then Brian Landry's parents. I got a problem with the parents, right? They go out there today. And they go right to where the body is. And everybody's saying, oh, they were in on it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. At first, I thought so, too. By the way, this is deodorant, guys. Don't freak out. I put deodorant on it. I got my shirt. So don't freak out. These keep falling out, so. Everybody kept saying they're in it. Now, I thought so, too. Because they didn't go search for them. My thing is, they knew something happened to Brian when he didn't come home. Now, the reason I say that, and I thought about this last night, somebody said they either know something happened to Brian, or they know something's going on. But they did an entire search this whole time. Now, my theory was yesterday is that they gave Brian all time. They went on this camping trip. He probably told them what happened. They went on this camping trip together. I'll go into that in just a second. But they probably told them, said, look, you've got to turn yourself in. We've got to put this rest. They got him a lawyer right off, which I thought was sus, but, But when he didn't come back, I think they gave him a time limit. They got him a lawyer, they gave him a time limit, and when he come home, they knew something happened, and I think that's why they were searching. Because I thought, what parents don't join in on a search for a son, right? Unless they already knew. Like, we gave him an ultimatum. He was going out to make the decision about what he was going to do, come clean, whatever. And he's gone. He decided to take his own for whatever. Because, like I said, things are dangerous out there. It is dangerous out there. Now, getting back to the subject of Dee is a learned hater. Let's just bring that up. If you looked at Brian Landry's mother, every time she walked in the house, what did she do? Her head was down. She had a very demeaning, very demure posture. She didn't hold her head up. Most women have her place. Even on my worst day, I don't look down when I walk. I'll look up, look and see the sky, look and see the birds, look and see whatever's going on. Because I'm happy about what's going on. Not every day, but But when they're in violent situations in their home, they don't look up because they don't see women. I think learning is bad. Now, that's an assumption on my part. It's a learned behavior. Like bullying is taught from father to son, mother to daughter, vice versa. It can be taught. It's a learned behavior. Bullying is learned. So, I believe Brian was taught this. And if Brian's dad was abusive to his mother, and he taught Brian how to do this, he's to blame for what happened to Gabby. Is Brian. Sad to say. I mean, and everybody's like, oh, Gabby didn't, Brian was leaner. If you look at Brian, he was a lean guy. He was almost a foot taller than her. Well, maybe not a foot taller than her, but he was pretty tall, and he was lean. And it wouldn't have taken anything to, like, overpower her. She was a thin girl, and I don't know if she worked out. I don't know. She seemed awfully thin to me, But that doesn't mean anything. When you're in fight or flight, your body will do amazing things. Trust me, I should know that. This week's been amazing. I wasn't attacked, but when I go into my, when I get angry, I go into fight or flight, and my body just takes over, and I don't comprehend what's going on around me, and I feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and so because the medical examiner, and I think he kind of did, maybe it did start, I'm not really sure, when he said all he could say was the cause of death was strangulation, but then he went a step further and said there's many other deaths in this area due to domestic violence. I think that was wrong, but maybe he was trying to give people a key to understand that this wasn't an accident, it was Brian. I don't know. I think that's, all he said was he could give the cause of death, but he didn't. He didn't just give the cause of death. He gave the cause of death and his summation of how she died. His hypothesis of how she died, unless there were fingernail scrapings, that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. I just think it's sad all the way around. Two families that lost ones. But Brian, if it comes out that Brian did murder her, the family should have turned him in right away. People say, it's not your child. No, but you know what? I would love to think that if my child murdered someone, I would have the gumption not to hire a lawyer first and get my son to the police. Right? I'm dropping everything. I'm dropping everything. Oh, I just dropped. I blushed. Don't blush, so we're good. But you see what I'm saying? I would think that a family that loves their child and didn't answer the Tito's phone calls. I mean, who does that? Well, I mean, I can understand why they didn't answer the phone calls, but they could answer the phone. I don't know. I just think it's sad. Just think it's sad. So, stop. My audio keeps coming back up. I'm audio muted into the camera. Trying to do makeup with a mirror that's that far. I'll put my contacts in. Now it might be, and I just put lotion on my fingers. Guys, I've got no sense what to say. You'd think I would not put lotion on my fingers. No, I had to put contact lenses in. Lord help us. I don't have AC at all. None at all. I know you can probably hear, I'm so sorry. Again, my bed's a mess. It's been a long week. And it's just Thursday. It's Thursday. Yeah, my cousin passed away. Wednesday morning at 9:30. she was on a vent. I didn't know it. Daddy didn't know it either. We didn't realize she was that. Daddy knew she was sick, but we didn't know she was that bad off. And so I spent Monday at the hospital. Tuesday, I had a meltdown at the doctor's office. It's just been, not a good week for me. It's gonna burn my eye open. Yeah, it hurt. No, it didn't hurt. Good deal. I didn't realize that Daddy said he knew she'd been sick. This is a cousin that I sent an email years ago. Her boyfriend did, and I don't think her boyfriend did. I think she did, but tit for tat, made my way matter. Lied about it, and just caused a lot of problems in our family because my dad said that it didn't happen. My dad didn't believe me. His own daughter. That's when it caused problems. I'm like, I'm your flesh and blood. You're not going to believe me over her. I don't even know what I'm wearing tonight. So doing makeup, that's what I wear. I should just do a nude eye and then do basic eye and just lips. Because I found this lipstick. I'll show you. This plum. You can't really see the color as well. It's a plum color purple. And then I'm going to top it with Katy Kat Kate Gloss, Katy Perry's Girl Lip Gloss. And it's got this iridescence to it. So I had to put lip gloss on so that my lipstick could just your chin. Yeah. I'll switch here somewhere. Where did my switch? I want to do something really cool. I thought of doing purple eyeshadow. I've never worn like bright, bold colors. And I got this one palette. Guys, I've always wanted to do bright, bold colors, right? You know, like really, really beautiful colors. Look at this palette. That blue is calling name. Like I could put that all over my lid. Wouldn't that be beautiful? And then I've got another palette here that's got a shimmer, a blue shimmer that would go real pretty. I don't know what blouse I'm wearing, so I can't really do blue. Look at this. I mean, come on. So pretty. So pretty. No. Oh, look at this purple. See, this is why I want to wear purple. Isn't that pretty? I don't know. But I don't have a purple in this Nubian palette, and I love the Nubian palette. They are together. These Nubian palettes. As well. Now, this color is a little bit purple. It's like a dark plum. Oh! Oh! Y'all think what I'm thinking? Are you people I'm throwing down? I think I've got a purple blouse I can wear. I think I do. I really wear purple tonight. But then see, I love these. This is what I normally do. I do just a basic eye, you know. And if I'm going to wear crazy colored, you know, like crazy, I'll do a generic eye and won't do crazy lips. Because I don't have like, if I'm going to do bold eye, you do like blunt lips. You don't do like both. You don't do like purple lips and purple eyes. So it's going to be a nude eye and crazy lips. That's what we're doing. That's it. That's it, people. That's what we're going to do. So, and not sponsored by Nubian at all. Guys, if you want to sponsor a girl, nah. Hey, you hooked up on the Nubian palettes is Nikki Tutorials. And I'm not one to go out and buy palettes. Like, I don't. Like Jacqueline Hill talked about her palettes. I don't know. That's all her. Jacqueline Hill. Never bought her palette. Never wanted her palettes because That's all her. Everybody was buying the palettes. Nikki's Tutorials. I was doing a look, and she curated a box for, you know, one of the subscription boxes. And I got a subscription box that month just for the box that she did for the new, you know, because I want to see the colors pretty as they were on screen. Because sometimes they don't translate. I'm just going to be honest with you. Things do not translate. Sometimes, like, you'll buy it and you're like, I don't think so. So I went to Ulta, and I was like, I gotta check out these other Nubian palettes. They're getting expensive. $20. $20 for a palette. It's a black on brand. I hate saying that. I don't like saying that. It's an ethnic on brand. Let's say that it's an ethnic on brand. And I mean, you're getting pigmented. I mean, pigment, you know, and it looks amazing. It's 5 o'clock, guys. I still gotta do my hair. So I got to get a move on. So let's see what we're going to do here. Basic. So let's get a move on. I'm going to use Hoshi, this just to put color down so that everything will blend better. Just a mattify my eye because I use my, oh, and I'm using these Fit Me foundations by Maybelline. Let me tell you something. Outstanding. They're a stick foundation and they are amazing. I used 2 different colors. I got 120 Classic Ivory and 110 Porcelain because, I mean, I've got discoloration here and I'm a little discolored under the eye. And let me tell you something. Amazing. Simply amazing. Okay. So we're just going to throw on just a eyeball. I don't like these huge brushes. I know we're supposed to use them for like blending. I like more of the brushes where, you put your color in. I've always blended with my fingers, but everybody's like, blend with your fingers. I might use a smaller mirror. Hold on. My sissy got me this mirror, and it is so pretty. It's got my nickname on the back of it. Well, it's backwards for you all. It says Queen Tina on the back. I won't put it in my purse because I'm going to get scratched up. And what I love about products, they blend butter. I mean, the colors. I mean, look, I just put that little bit of powder on top of my foundation. I didn't put any other powders on my foundation. Look at that blended, just on top of that other eyeshadow. Are you kidding me? And this is Mango, or Mino, the color Mino, the very first one there, the darkest one. And I like that my left eye never looks like my right eye because I'm right-handed. My makers when it comes to my makeup. As long as they look like sisters and not twins, we're good, right? I was going to try to put lashes on tonight, but I'm not going to about it. No. And this doesn't have, I mean, it has some fallout, but if you're careful with your brushes, it's pigment, and it is pigment, I believe. It's not shadow. Talc, mica. Yeah, so it is, some of it is pigment. I mean, because it says you can get, discoloration, but the colors don't really, you don't get a ton of fallout. Like, I have a little bit of fallout, which I should have put, hold on. Oopsie. Gotta find my powder. I should have put powder on underneath my eyes there. I'm not trying to set my under eye. I just want to make sure when I go to knock this away, I can just knock it away. I've had a bruise underneath my eye since I've fell. That's never gone away. Okay. So that'll keep it from staining under my eye. And I necessarily do that. I know you've seen Cleveland do that. It's just to keep the fallout from discoloring your makeup underneath your eye. So then you take your blender brush and you just go over the edges and blend out your pretty edges. I can probably zoom in here. I don't know if I can or not though. My Manicam, I don't pay for Manicam. I refuse to pay for Manicam. Because they, I don't even want to go there. Can I zoom in? That's attractive. See, and if you just go over it, that looks really bad. Should have zoomed in. Check the camera. Where's it at? Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, we'll do that. No, that's too far. You can hear my computer. Ever since I moved my computer, it's done this high-pitched noise, and I apologize, guys. We get to working on the eyebrows. We don't just do them. not going to do that because I think I'm going to put lashes on. Okay. I got 30 days. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys, because this is gonna take me more time to get done. So you guys have a great day. I know I didn't talk a lot through the end of this. I still got to do, and I've got less than 40 minutes to get ready and get out of here. So